been 2 years since NASA's James Webb Telescope gave us a stunning first look at the depths of our universe. Human curiosity has driven us to explore far beyond our home planet, leading us to Mercury, a world full of unexpected wonders. If this is the first time we get to orbit Mercury, we have done several flybys with the Messenger 3 and then the Mariner 10. Imagine a place where the impossible becomes reality. A single day on Mercury lasts longer than an entire year, and temperatures soar high enough to melt lead. Despite its small size, Mercury has kept many of its secrets hidden, deceiving us for centuries. But thanks to our spacefaring robots, we've begun to unveil the truths of this planet, revealing that even the tiniest worlds can hold the biggest surprises. Exploring the terrain of Mercury. The smallest planet in the solar system and the first planet out from the sun is Mercury. Its name is derived from the name of the ancient Roman god Mercurius, also known as Mercury, who was the god's messenger and also the god of trade and communication. Classified as a terrestrial planet, Mercury has a surface gravity that is similar to that of Mars. Because of the innumerable impact events that have accumulated over billions of years, Mercury's surface is severely cratered. Since Mercury is one of the solar system's 4 terrestrial planets, it is a rocky world similar to Earth. With an equatorial radius of 2,439.7 kilometers, it is the smallest planet in the solar system, 1,516.0 miles. Moreover, Mercury is more massive, but still smaller than Ganymede and Titan, the solar system's 2 largest natural satellites. About 70% of Mercury is made up of metallic elements, and the remaining 30% is silicate. Astronomers and space fans have always been intrigued by Mercury, a planet that's very different from the others. What more is Mercury hiding, and why is it so unique? For hundreds of years, Mercury has been a mystery. Because it's so close to the sun and spins quickly, it was hard for early scientists to observe, leaving much about this strange planet unknown. It was not until centuries of obscured view that its enigmatic terrain started to spill its mysteries due to tremendous advancements in space travel. Mercury, despite being the closest planet to the sun, has managed to astound scientists with its unique features and contribute to our understanding of the creation and development of planets. Mercury is one of the hardest planets to view from Earth because of its closeness to the sun. Even with modern telescopes, the planet often appears as a tiny, bright patch of light that is hard to distinguish from the sun's glare. Early astronomers made attempts to investigate Mercury's surface and surroundings, but their efforts were unsuccessful for many years. Nevertheless, the discovery of Area Journey in the second half of the 20th century heralded a significant advancement in our understanding of Mercury. The mysterious geography of Mercury was first explored in 1973. By NASA's Mariner 10 mission. The first spacecraft to visit Mercury, Mariner 10 revealed to humanity the planet's surface in close-up during a flyby. The mission discovered 10 surfaces covered in craters and ridges resembling our moon. This discovery came as a surprise because many scientists had assumed that Mercury's floor would change similarly to Earth's due to its length and proximity to the sun. However, Mariner 10 discovered that Mercury's floor has been severely damaged, suggesting a record of heavy impact from asteroids and comets. The information from Mariner 10 discovered huge plains. The scientists were truly astounded by the historical volcanic processes in these enigmatic craters, which spread around Mercury's floor in swirling. The origin of those holes isn't always fully understood, but it's thought to be connected to the planet's unique chemistry and unusual habitats. The world has vivid waves that are unlike any other planet. Another surprising discovery made by NASA's Mariner 10 was that Mercury has a completely robust magnetic planet. According to the researchers, Mercury is a small orbiting planet that no longer has the necessary conditions to expand a magnetic subject, so the presence of a magnetic subject indicated that Mercury's center was still liquid, which is a major revelation. But many concerns remained unanswered due to Mariner 10's limited information, and it took many years until it returned to Mercury for a thorough examination. The next crucial mission to Mercury was NASA's Messenger spacecraft, which was launched in 2004. The journey to uncover Mercury's enigmatic terrain started with NASA's Mariner 10 mission in 1973 and continued with the Messenger probe in 2004. Launched 31 years after Mariner 10, the Messenger mission, also known as the Mercury Surface, Space Environment, Geochemistry, and Ranging mission, broke new ground in our understanding of Mercury. In contrast to its Mariner 10, Messenger was intended to orbit Mercury, enabling a more thorough investigation of the planet. Messenger's mission yielded an astounding 200,000 images, including hitherto unobserved regions of Mercury. Mercury's darker side was found to have abnormally high levels of calcium and magnesium, one of Messenger's most fascinating discoveries. This sparked concerns regarding the mechanisms that might result in these concentrations. The mission also discovered that, in contrast to other planets, Mercury's magnetic field was surprisingly strong in the northern regions. These findings caused scientists to reevaluate their earlier theories about Mercury's interior composition and creation process. Magnetic fields are produced by the motion of liquid iron in the core of most planets, including Earth. Mercury, however, exhibits distinct magnetic behavior due to its distinct interior structure. What makes Mercury's terrain unique? However, what distinguishes Mercury's terrain from the rest? Not only are there hills and craters, but the surface is also subject to harsh weather. Mercury is hotter than any other planet, including Earth, because it is the planet closest to the Sun. Mercury can get as hot as 430 degrees Celsius during the day, which is more than 4 times the boiling temperature of water, and also hot enough to melt lead. They not just experience extreme hot temperatures, but also extreme cold ones. They drop to a freezing minus 180 degrees Celsius at night. Mercury's tiny exosphere, which does nothing to store heat or regulate temperature, is the cause of this severe temperature variation. Recent research has revealed several unexpected surface features on Mercury despite these hostile circumstances. Evidence of volcanic activity on Mercury, including pyroclastic deposits from explosive volcanism, was discovered in 2012 by Messenger data. The long-held notion that Mercury was geologically dead was called into question by this discovery. Even more intriguing, researchers reported in 2020 that they had found aqueous ice in a few of Mercury's polar craters. On a planet this close to the Sun, these continuously shaded areas are cold enough to hold on to water ice. This finding has sparked new questions about how this came to be, and some of the questions have a valid explanation. It also poses the question as to if it's possible for life to exist on this extreme planet. Could these frozen havens be home to extremophiles, like those found in severe conditions on Earth? EpiColombo, the most current mission to Mercury, was jointly launched by the European Space Agency and the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency in 2018 and is scheduled to arrive at Mercury in 2025. Even more comprehensive knowledge about Mercury's surface, including its chemical makeup and geological past, could be possible thanks to this mission. Mercury never ceases to amaze us, from its very strong magnetic field to the fact that it has water ice. But you're going to have to do an extra look at what we're going to discuss next. A day longer than a year. It sounds strange when we say a day is shorter than a year, but Mercury does. So how is it possible for a planet this close to the Sun to have a year that is shorter than its day? Typically, when we think about planets, we picture them orbiting the Sun once a day and rotating on their axis once. However, Mercury fascinatingly defies this convention. A year is actually shorter than a day in this tiny sunburned globe. Let's dissect this. One orbit of Mercury around the Sun is completed in just 88 Earth days. Due to their swift travel, Mercurian years are significantly shorter than ours, which take a whopping 365 days. This is where things get really intriguing, though. It takes an astounding 176 Earth days to complete one day on Mercury, or one full rotation on its axis. This implies that a year is only half as long as a day on Mercury. The Sun rises and then progressively gets bigger in the sky as it glides slowly across the skies, as if you were standing on the surface of Mercury. The Sun would appear to stop at some point, then appear to move backwards for a bit before continuing in its original trajectory. The reason for this bizarre dance is because Mercury's rotation